The Imprisoning War is a conflict that followed the events of Ocarina of Time, in an alternate reality known as the Downfall Timeline. A reality created if Link were to fall at the hands of Ganondorf in their final confrontation atop his castle. To understand why the Imprisoning War would start, we first must recap what happened with Ganondorf and the Triforce in Ocarina of Time, as those events will be crucial in sparking the inevitable conflict that was to come. When the young Link of Kokiri Forest obtained 3 spiritual stones from the Great Deku Tree, Goron Chief Darunia, and Princess Ruto, and opened the Door of Time within the Temple of Time using the Song of Time by playing the Ocarina of Time, Link pulled the Master Sword from the Pedestal of Time and was sealed within the Temple of Light within the Sacred Realm, whose entrance was sealed with the Master Sword long ago by the Sage of Light Rauru after the First War of the Triforce during the Era of Chaos. The pulling of the Master Sword from its pedestal left the entrance to the Golden Land exposed and open to anyone who dared step within the Holy Grounds. Ganondorf, having waited for the entrance to the Sacred Realm to open, led a band of thieves within the Sacred Realm with the objective of claiming the Triforce for his own. Reaching the Temple of Light at the heart of the Sacred Realm, where the Triforce was kept safe, Ganondorf turned on his followers and slaughtered them in a great battle for the possession of the Sacred Relic. With his men no longer in his way, Ganondorf placed his blood-soaked hands on the Golden Triangles. However, as Ganondorf's heart was wicked and full of greed, the Triforce split into 3 pieces that represented the virtues of power, wisdom, and courage, and they each sought out those chosen by destiny who embodied those virtues. The Triforce of Power was given to the power-hungry Gerudo King Ganondorf. The Triforce of Wisdom was given to the wise Princess Zelda, and the Triforce of Courage was given to the brave hero of time, Link. The Sacred Realm was then transformed into the Dark World, a world of evil that reflected the heart of the one who entered the Sacred Realm and placed his hand on the Triforce, and twisted itself into a mirror copy of Hyrule, representing what it would look like if Ganondorf were to rule the kingdom. I must clarify something before we go forward. In the Manual of A Link to the Past, Ganondorf actually claimed the full Triforce in this very moment, and made a wish to take over the world. This wish was what transformed the Sacred Realm into the Dark World, but this was retconned in Ocarina of Time. 7 years into the future, Link would awaken the 6 sages from each of the races of the world in order to face Ganondorf. Rauru, the Sage of Light, Saria, the Sage of Forest, Darunia, the Sage of Fire, Ruto, the Sage of Water, Impa, the Sage of Shadows, and Nabooru, the Sage of Spirits. Princess Zelda, disguised as the Sheikah to prevent being captured by Ganondorf, revealed herself to be the 7th sage and leader of the other 6 sages. And just as she revealed herself to Link, Ganondorf encased her in a magical crystal and transported her into his castle, the transformed Hyrule Castle he made his palace upon his takeover of the kingdom. Atop the tallest tower of Ganon's castle, the final confrontation between Link, the hero of time, and the Gerudo King Ganondorf would take place, a battle which would decide the fate of Hyrule and time itself. The victory or defeat of the hero of time during this confrontation would split Hyrule's history into 2 separate timelines, one where Link succeeded and another where he died. The timeline in which he defeats Ganondorf would be split again into 2 separate timelines. The child timeline, where Link was sent back in time by Princess Zelda to relive his childhood, which would lead to the events of Majora's Mask, and the adult timeline, the future without a hero, left defenseless against the inevitable return of Ganondorf, which forced the goddesses to intervene and flood the entire kingdom, leading to the events of the Wind Waker. The timeline in which Link is defeated by Ganondorf is known as the Downfall Timeline, which is the one we are going to be covering from this point onward. After the hero of time's defeat at the hands of Ganondorf, the great king of evil extracted the Triforce of Courage from Link and the Triforce of Wisdom from Zelda, and transformed himself into Ganon, the Demon King, with the power of the complete Triforce. As a desperate last resort to stop Ganon, Zelda and the 6 sages sealed Ganon and the complete Triforce within the corrupted Sacred Realm. With Ganon gone, Hyrule enjoyed many years of peace. However, as we all know, this peace wouldn't last forever. Rumors of the Sacred Realm and the Triforce it housed within spread across the kingdom, and many greedy Hyruleans traveled to the Sacred Realm, never to be seen again. Those who ventured into the now dark world in search of the Triforce were transformed into demons as a reflection of what was in their hearts, and became a part of Ganon's growing army. This transformation was a result of the Sacred Realm's corruption. As Ganon's army grew in size, many catastrophes plagued the land of Hyrule, preceding the great conflict that was to come. When Ganon's army had grown to a large enough size, the Demon King and his forces emerged from the Dark World with the full intent of conquering and ruling both the Light and Dark Worlds, and launched an invasion of the Kingdom of Hyrule, causing mass chaos and attacking the heart of the kingdom, Hyrule Castle. The 7 sages urgently sought out a hero who would be worthy of wielding the Master Sword, the legendary Blade of Evil's Bane once wielded by the Hero of Time himself, but no such hero was ever found. Because of this increasing conflict, the King of Hyrule ordered the 7 sages to seal the entrance of the Sacred Realm and instructed the Knights of Hyrule, the protectors of the royal family, to defend them from Ganon's forces. As the 7 sages worked to seal the gateway of the corrupted Sacred Realm, the Knights of Hyrule courageously took on the legions of Ganon's demons, nearly being wiped out in the process. However, their sacrifices were not in vain, as the 7 sages successfully created the seal, imprisoning Ganon within the Dark World and putting an end to their invasion. The victory of the battle returned peace to Hyrule once again. However, the war have left the kingdom in a state of impoverishment due to the cost of the many resources used in the battle and the countless casualties of the war. And that was the Imprisoning War explained. If you like this video, please leave a like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for videos like this one. Also, consider following me on Twitter and Instagram at Zelda Lore 86. This has been Zelda Lore, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.